Oh, God. It's terrible.
It's hope. There isn't enough darkness in all the world to snuff out your one candle of hope.
So, who is she?
She's a monk, a human monk from the Monk Mountains, who now has come to work with the Gallons. Monk Mountains.
Mount Monk.
I want this now. I want Mount Monk.
I am wrong. I will have a shield to start with. It's in my story I wrote.
Training under the monks, learning the ways of mercy, she decided on the style of the monkey to follow. She likes her big quarterstaff. She's full of wise sayings at maybe perhaps slightly inappropriate times.
Don't need your advice right now. Please help us kill this thing.
But the water that is too
Which
clear
you could
has
learn.
no fish.
You're like, you could learn a lesson from this experience.
I will listen to your teachings, but first we should kill this thing.
Every experience, no matter
I'm
how
not gonna be
bad
able
it
to handle
seems, is a lesson of some kind.
Keep doing it.
Well, I like it. Trust me. It'll be hard to keep a straight face. Talking.
Wait, so I would be adding my shield's AC to my chainmail's AC?
Mm-hmm. That's how shields work.
So I'm already at 18?
Yep.
That's neat.
Plus, I think that there's a max dex bonus, but you think you still get your dex bonus
Not with
too.
heavy.
Oh, okay, you're heavy. I
Yeah,
was like,
be
there's a
proficient
max
in
dex
shield,
bonus
be able to use
to
the shield.
something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, do I? Wait.
You've
Oh,
got
I
the
become.
heavy armor
I start proficient
proficiency,
probably.
but then there's still like probably a max. But I don't think that chain. I think chains still get some dex bonus if you're proficient in it.
I want to ask the internet.
Maybe. Yeah, ask
Non-proficiency
that, yeah.
shield
As far as I can tell,
Proficiency
So I am-
heavy armor.
I am
I think he is
proficient in it by
proficient in
default.
heavy armor. And
but as far as I can tell from heavy armor, what they're saying is they don't let you add your dex,
all right.
but it also doesn't penalize if it's negative.
That's
Where it
good.
seems like other armors would penalize, I guess. So, and each time I clicked an armor, it said you can add max +2 to each of the armors.
All right. That makes sense. It's too big and bulky to move around like that.
Oh, it's using a shield will subject you to the penalties of wielding armor you are not proficient with, which means
Slow.
you have disadvantage on ability checks,
Oof.
saving
Ooh.
throws, and attack rolls.
Oh, wow. So you
That
can do
involves
it, but
strength or
it's not a good
dexterity.
idea.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I'll
it's like
use my loot. I'll
you
use my
didn't,
loot as
you
a
didn't put
shield.
the you didn't put the buckle on right, and it sprains your wrist when you're trying to block a hit. It's like, ah.
Well. Shit.
If I choose not to have my shield equipped and it's on my back, do I get like better back protection if someone tries to stab me from behind?
Just keep it on your back like a turtle.
Well, like if I want to two-hand my sword, you know, like, and I got it on my back, I'm
Depends on where that person's coming from.
they're like, oh man, there's a shield. I'll set in the butt, I guess.
Yeah, if you're up in something's face, if it's like you and them and you're facing each other, I bet the back shield ain't gonna help much.
Yeah.
But if he stabs through me, at least if someone's standing behind me, it won't go through my back and hit them.
That's true.
The shield, I'm protecting them, really.
Yeah. What a nice guy. Jack Jackal.
It won't.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The hero for everyone.
There's your song. That's
Basically,
it.
I'm Dayman or Nightman.
Yes.
Dayman. God damn it.
Which one is it? I need to know.
I read a fun Reddit thread of, you know, how would this happen or fake battles or something, where it was, the It's Always Sunny gang versus Darth Maul. And everyone talked about happenstance, and one guy had like a half a book written, and he said, now to give them a little bit of advantage, let's assume that Darth Maul hasn't watched Home Alone.
I saw one the other day that made me laugh. It said Earl from My Name is Earl would survive an episode of Supernatural. I thought that was funny.
I can see it.
I'd like to see their work. I came to that conclusion.
I want to see your essay on this, please. And you'd probably make it more fun.
Like maybe not 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Probably not too.
Yeah, that was a really good show. Like, I don't think I've ever seen an episode below a 6. Like, they definitely weren't all like 9s and 10s, but
That was a good.
they were all.
series.
Every episode I saw was good. And Crabman was amazing.
No, Crabman.
Is that all your sayings?
Yep. I am full of wise sayings.
That's what I said I was gonna do. I just didn't do it. Oh my god. Well done. Why are they numbered? Are you rolling a die or something?
I could.
Well, I guess the numbering will
copied
make it
it.
easier to actually read one.
Limes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Nope. Get ready. There's 100 of them.
So who was Gorzak?
Who is Gorzak? I think about this every day.
How do you spell Gorzak?
Are you gonna perform it in
And it is
song?
just Gorzak.
Yes.
I'm like Prince. Gorzz. A.K. Gorzak. The bar.
What kind of bard are you?
I'm an entertainer. Art, man.
Excuse me, don't judge. Art is art.
I mean, are you like my college
Yeah.
background? I haven't totally settled on that yet. That's not till level 3 though, is it?
I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
college is.
You can tell him like, yeah, what you're thinking.
He's thinking
like,
about
I
it.
put a question mark with. He put a question mark for mine, because
He's got a dorm room there, yeah. He still hasn't figured out his major.
I gotcha. All right.
Going through. Gotta get the basics first.
He's
That's all right.
younger.
See where your gen ends.
He grew up with the Flaming Fists. Just kind of fell into it with his friends, who they had a band together that they called Blood Fist. And they kind of called their group, and when they got entered into the Flaming Fists, that was kind of the name of their little platoon or whatever you want to call it, their company. He's a nice, fun guy, pretty much for the most part. A little sassy. Loves a good insult, even one directed at himself.
He internalizes it and writes it into his music.
Yeah, he's really emotional in his music, but not like out. Like you can't like. He comes off like a badass. Like you look at him, you're like, because he's big, he's huge, studded leather, lots of spikes. He's got a lot of, like he's got the cut off spike gloves and it's a lot of leather. It's a whole lot of leather and studs.
Like he stapled more leather onto his leather armor.
Yeah, and he does this kind of. They play kind of a medieval like metal. So he's got like drumsticks in his pocket. His handy lute. And like a writing pad. He's always writing his notes and writing songs.
Compiling stories.
And he's a sucker for a pretty face.
Is he?
He's a romantic.
I gotcha.
Is he gonna walk in and see some ladies and start playing Wonderwall?
Maybe. You just wait and see.
He'll be like, oh shit. Anyway.
Anyway, this one's Wonderwall. It's gonna be the like D&D version of Wonderwall. Like Wonder Barricade. Wonder Fort.
There you go.
That's one of his.
This one goes
Put
out
them
to the
in.
lady who's only missing 4 teeth.
Most of my kind only have the 2.
So yeah, so we have a Hell Rider, we have 2 people from the Order of the Gauntlet, and we have a Flaming Fist in our midst.
Fun.
We actually
got
have
all
a
the-
flaming fist.
Yes.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Yep.
House of the Flaming Fist.
Mostly because their logo's badass. You know what it is? It's a flaming fist.
Huh.
He's got patches he's got all kinds of like cool patches on the back of it.
Now, where did they get this
You don't want to
imagery?
know. You don't want to know.
It was your drummer who designed it, wasn't it?
So, being a Flaming Fist, you've been residing in Baldur's Gate for the last however you choose your character has been residing in Baldur's Gate.
Say like a couple of years. He's young. He's a young orc.
Cool. Been residing in Baldur's Gate for the last couple of years. And he ended up taking up with his friends into getting initiated into the Flaming Fist, which is the mercenary force of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yes.
And so you've been working with Duke Older Ravengard.
Duke Older Ravengard.
You've been working with him. He is the High Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Okay, Duke. What is it? Give me the name again. Duke.
Duke Older
Older, like Older.
Ulder Ravengard. He is the High Duke of Baldur's Gate, and he is also the head of the Flaming Fist.
I just call him boss.
So my guess is there's an old Raven Guard and there's an oldest, and he's in the middle.
Probably.
Older middle.
Yeah. The Hell Rider's in the room. So yeah, let me set the scene. Have you guys introduced your characters to how you want to introduce them?
Stayed.
Here is
As much as I know about him at this point, I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll figure out more backstory.
Yep.
here's my first choice representation for my character.
Yeah.
Straight out of Final Fantasy. Nice. Pretty sweet.
So we've all seen the the tropes in like D&D games. You know how like they might open in a tavern, or they might open with a city under siege, or you might open on a trail escorting some goods on a cart. But this story's a little bit different. The story starts in a tavern.
Baldur
That
Dash.
the tavern is
Yeah.
the tavern is called a pair
Baldur's
of
Dash Gate. That's the name of the tavern.
I don't like it.
Baldur's Dash Gate.
Baldur Dash Gate.
Once you take the tavern over, you can name it that. This tavern is called A Pair of Black Antlers, located in the city of Elturel. You're all
Definitely
here.
That's a long, but like, is it
horrible name.
located in that city, or is that part of the name of the bar?
That's part of the name.
I just needed to make sure.
Definitely got to
Because that's how they do chains.
How
They
much
have
do you
chains
think they
in
spent
Baldur's
on that
Gate.
sign?
It goes over to the next shop.
Like the one in Baldur's Gate is called A Pair of Black Antlers, located in Baldur's Gate.
It's a franchise.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're in the city that I was city guard for a while. Oh God.
It's like the worst fucking restaurant name I've ever seen in my life. Ruth's Chris. I hate that fucking name. It's like
Oh, man.
that steakhouse.
Yeah.
That name,
So
I don't know.
bad.
I see that name and it just drives me nuts.
Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's
Yeah.
Chris.
It sounds fancy, but everyone knows what
in
it
my
really
brain.
is.
Those are two different restaurants.
Is it spelled like Ruth? The name Ruth?
Mhm.
Like possessive too, like with an
Ruth's?
apostrophe.
Ruth's.
Like
And what's
her
the Chris?
I don't fucking know.
Chris.
Like-
CHRIS. Yeah. Grand Rapids problems, right?
So like you go in there
Is it
and
only
she's
Grand
like, "Hey,
Rapids?
see this? That's Chris.
It might
He's
be.
mine.
It
Fuck
might
you.
be.
I will get some food."
Maybe.
You must be Ruth.
Anyway, great name. Pair of two horns. What?
Black antlers.
A pair of black antlers. You are all in a private meeting room in A Pair of Black Antlers, where you have been assembled by the leaders of your factions. He was brought here by Duke Older Ravengard, who came all the way from Baldur's Gate on
Nice notes.
orders from the High Overseer of Elturel.
Alterel.
Who's that guy?
That's the town.
Lordy.
Altero That's the
Elturel is
town?
the town, yep.
that we're in right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
The people from the Order of the Gauntlet, you came here with Anthar Froom.
Wait, Anthar?
Yep. He is the leader of the Order of the
Oh, wait,
Gauntlet.
that's you guys.
He brought you here on the same invitation that was sent out by the Overseer, the High Overseer of Elturel.
This is my first invite to anything here. Like I barely even been in the order, so I'm like I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
How did they get my
This is my
address?
first event. I see you're one of us. So,
He's all anxious.
Yeah, like, you know. Right? I got called up, right?
This is my chance. This is my chance. Don't mess it up.
I mean, I've been in a long time. It's just my first event. Normal in the background.
Me too. I'm
Anyone in the Order of the
scared. Stillness
Gauntlet.
of mind. Stillness.
Anyone in the Order of the Gauntlet has been residing in or around Elturel for the last however long.
And these two are Order of the
These two
Gauntlet?
are Order of the Gauntlet. Like I said, you were brought here by Anthar Froom, who accepted the same invitation to Elturel on this day. The Hell Rider, which there are a few of in the room, including yourself. You were brought here by Gideon Lightward.
Gideon,
I know the guy. I've seen him around town.
Yeah.
I remember.
You were brought here. You were all called to this place to have a meeting with the High Overseer of Elturel, Thavius Krieg. And you've all arrived pretty much on time. The Flaming Fist. We were waiting on the Flaming Fist for a while.
It's half work time. Had a little bit. I was at the tavern down the road. Oh crap!
Prompt meeting times? I'm supposed to arrive 15 minutes early.
So is my group with me now, or is it just me? Is my buddies my band of-
You are with Duke Older Ravengard.
Okay, just me and him.
Yep,
Okay.
just you two.
Well, if I'm with him, then I guess I'll be a good boy. We're a little late though, but maybe he stopped for a drink too, and he's like,
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, yeah. He
I can't
definitely-
say no.
He definitely had
Boss
something to
said
do
so.
with
Boss
it.
said so.
You check out the local music scene to see if you can
Yeah.
book this place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm totally scoping out.
I've heard of this band called the Blood Fists.
Oh, you've heard of us?
I'm quite a big fan.
We don't even have a demo yet. How do
When
you?
you played locally, it
Oh.
was quite nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Guy.
Are you hitting on me?
Gorzak!
Ethrion.
What's that?
Ethrion.
Come on, come again.
Introduce yourselves. I'm gonna repeat.
My name is Ethrion.
Could you spell it?
E
Where's the punch bowl? I'm anxious.
H
Uh-huh.
R
He who is able
I-
thinks he is able.
O
Holmes.
N.
Ah, is that Gnomish?
Yes.
No, I'm just ready to save
I'm
people.
actually not
I don't know the
sure
point of
where
waiting in
that
these meetings.
originated from.
How the hell are you? I haven't seen you at
I've
my
always liked the ring of it.
first
Yeah, it's quite a name.
initiate, but not
Hard to
initiate, because
say.
I've been
Probably
in
won't
for a
remember.
while.
It's cool if I
meeting.
call you
Rory
E.
Cheval.
That is just fine. I am still
I'm
learning
from
it
this place.
myself, actually.
I've come here recently because I've been
Many years. I'm getting
cloistered
very
in my
close.
monastery. This place is rather big and loud. But we will do good here. We will do good here.
Music shit here.
It is big and loud. There's a lot of death and crime in the streets, but we'll purge it.
Shut up.
Is there a punch bowl though? Because my guy is really anxious and needs a drink.
Is there a punch bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's like a
There's a-
swill, like a well, like a punch well.
It's usually used as a spittoon,
Oh,
but
Oh, they
they
got jungle
kind of
juice.
wiped it down a
I'm
little
from this
bit.
town. I understand how we drink here.
Yeah.
It's accustomed to pour a little bit of your own drink into the.
Mhm.
It's like a jungle juice
oh, gross.
Yeah.
situation.
Or some sour
Yeah, they do
cream.
this back where I live. Yeah, that's it's great. Fucks you up real quick.
Steal myself. Solid rock is unshaken by the wind.
I just want to imagine this banjo guy Ollie's in your band too.
He used to be in the band.
Oh.
That's why I can't make eye contact with him.
So you guys were brought here on the invitation of Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of Alterel. He wanted to have a meeting with the leader of the Flaming Fist, the leader of the Hell Riders, and the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, because they have been seeing a lot of cultist activity around the city of Alterel. And there have been people going missing, people turning up dead.
I've seen it has been quite bad actually.
And
The city is sick and dying of cancer.
That looked pretty cool.
What would you have us do?
this tavern is the unofficial headquarters of the Order of the Gauntlet.
What was that guy? That name that you said?
Fabius Creek.
Oh, man.
Thavius.
Our headquarters has a funny name.
Maybe you spell the last name.
We've definitely got to take
Creed
this bar
is-
over.
Krieg.
Kreeg. Krieg.
With black antlers.
And so you guys are kind of
Like
standing
that.
around.
That's
You guys are kind of standing around. All three of the factions have come, but
Oh, we're basically bodyguards for the big rougher
Thavius.
guys.
Thavius
we are
hasn't
minions.
shown yet.
We are minions.
Flaming Fist was late to meeting up.
And Fabius still isn't here.
He's still not here.
We
Um,
had shit to do.
So
Flaming Fist.
the Duke from Baldur's Gate, the leader of the Flaming Fist, Untharfrum of the Gauntlet, and
Gideon,
Gideon.
Lightward.
Yep. They start getting restless. They all know Krieg. Ties with Krieg have been tenuous at best when it comes to running their own organizations, comes to running their own factions, and so they were all pretty surprised when they got an invitation from Krieg to come here. But they've all been trying to figure out a way to work with him to better their relations.
Plus, it has been very bad out there with the cultist activity.
Yes.
We'll root out the darkness.
Shall never snuff out our light.
Slay these devil worshippers.
How do we know they're that bad?
What are they really doing?
When you
They
see
could
I mean,
just
they
be
look
disappearing
pretty
people
cool.
to
They
have a
got the
better
cool
life.
costumes.
So, Oldar, Duke Oldar from Baldur's Gate, he says to Lightward and Froome, "Where the fuck is Krieg?"
why are you swearing? Calm down, man.
I only agreed to come here because I am losing control of my city. And if I don't find a way to fight this scourge, this cultist scourge, then I and the Flaming Fist will completely lose control of Baldur's Gate. And where will that leave us?
Oh, we got this.
To leave us in darkness. We must alleviate this situation.
I don't know if I could speak for the leader of our thing, so I'm not going to.
Might as well. I mean, you might as well.
Well, there'll always be heroes to help stamp out this darkness. Invite us through and we'll wipe out this menace.
If Baldur's Gate falls, the surrounding towns grounds will fall as well. It is a cornerstone of this continent.
I've never been there.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
And
We're safe.
My favorite nighttime horror stories were told of Baldur's Gate. All of them.
Mine too.
It's not that bad, guys.
Only 4 people died last night in possession.
That's like not a lot.
Gideon Lightward, who's kind of been sitting back and just observing how the other heads of the factions interact with
He's
each other.
the head of the Hell Riders.
Hell Riders. He steps up and says, he just quietly gets people's attention by walking into the center of the room and calls the room to order just by standing there. He begins to speak. My friends, I'm glad to see you gathered here today to discuss the growing threat of the Cult of the Dragon and the Cult of the Dead Three. We have received troubling news that the cults have been surrounding this town and burned the town of Greenest to the south. There are rumors now that the cults have become bold enough to even conduct rituals in the Eltergard woods due north of here. Together, we can deal a swift blow to the Cult of the Dragon by attacking their forces while they scheme in our local woods, and we will work on finding a way to find the Cult of the Dead Three. What say you?
Aye. He's mildly drunk at this point too.
Jungle juice.
There's a lot of jungle juice.